I don't know if you've noticed, but some values in the world have completely changed. At the top of this list is the value of human life. Today, millions of people, from birth to death, from financial transactions to health records, even to security screenings, have turned into data points inside a massive simulation. And this data has become one of the most valuable assets of our time, because whoever controls this data can, in reality, control all of us. If you're thinking, come on, I have free will, I make my own decisions, this video may lower your mood a bit, but it might also wake you up, because there is a system named after a mysterious object from the Lord of the Rings, a system that analyzes everything you do, I'm not exaggerating, everything, and constantly watches you, just like in the story. And unlike Frodo, escaping from it in real life is no longer possible. Let's go back to 1954. In Tolkien's The Two Towers, we encounter the Palantiri, mysterious spheres made by the elven craftsman Feanor. Palantir means those who see from afar. And here's the interesting part. Although these spheres were created for good, they fell into Sauron's hands and turned into tools of surveillance, fear, and manipulation. This symbolism is no coincidence. Companies, movements, and organizations choose their symbols very deliberately. Peter Thiel, often called Silicon Valley's Dark Prince, named his company Palantir because he's a huge Tolkien fan. And it's no coincidence, because what he created became the foundation of one of the most dangerous systems in the modern world. To understand this system, we need to rewind a bit. September 2001, the Twin Towers fall and the world becomes a different place. The US government, with massive support from the public, begins implementing new systems under the name of fighting terrorism. One of these was the Total Information Awareness Project. Through this project, everyone's emails, credit card transactions, phone calls, in short, all digital traces would be collected in a single gigantic database. Of course, the project was taken to court and cancelled for violating human rights. But here's the small detail. Laws restrict governments, not private companies, and coincidentally, right after the project was shut down, Peter Thiel appears in 2003 and establishes Palantir. And the CIA's investment arm, In-Q-Tel, starts pouring millions into the company before the paint in his office is even dry. You know the PayPal founders, the so-called PayPal Mafia. Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, the founders of YouTube, major fund managers, people who sit at the heart of global data flow. And most of them didn't just come together by chance. There are much bigger forces behind them. In Palantir's early years, the biggest issue was the enormous amount of data flowing between institutions. Human intelligence simply couldn't categorize it until Palantir developed its AI system Gotham in 2008. At first, it only classified data, but over time it grew and evolved. And today it has become one of the most dangerous digital entities in the world. Remember the system Snowden exposed from the NSA? Everything you do online is recorded. What sites you visit, how long you stay, where you go next. All of this flows into Gotham. The system collects your digital footprint, creates a profile of you, and can even estimate your likelihood of committing a crime. You can be put under surveillance even if you've done nothing. The scandals that broke in 2018 were only a small part of it. Now to the darker side. Today, Palantir's AIs don't just analyze data, they make decisions. During operations in Afghanistan and Iraq, they analyzed drone footage and predicted roadside bombs in advance. When a target was eliminated, the system even calculated which people would become radicalized if this person dies. When countries launch missiles, they can determine the exact room in a target's house through the system. Some might say, "You're exaggerating." But processor manufacturers have had hidden management engines inside their chips for over a decade. Intel ME, AMD PSP. These systems operate at the hardware level and can see all your traffic. Palantir isn't just powerful in military operations. It has reached frightening levels in social control as well. Everything you do online, the videos you watch, the music you listen to, even the food you order, helps build a detailed profile of you. With this profile, the system can predict which ads you'll click, what you'll buy, what you'll think about certain topics. With digital twin technology, they can create a virtual America, place our digital copies inside it, and run scenarios on it. Economic crisis, war, disasters. They can simulate all possible outcomes and act according to that in real life. It may sound unbelievable, but don't forget the Cambridge Analytica scandal. They processed the data of 50 million Facebook users without permission and manipulated voters. Many reports say Palantir was at the center of this process. This helped Trump win the election. And remember Facebook's emotional manipulation experiment in 2014. They altered the timelines of 689,000 users and managed to change their mood on today. AI, fake profiles, and bot armies can influence entire societies. X, Twitter, troll accounts, AI bots. Sometimes the account you are arguing with isn't even a real person. So where does all this end? Social control, but not the harsh kind you imagine, rather a soft, subtle, undetectable form of manipulation. AIs measure society's pulse, and the moment people start noticing something, a new distraction is created. Economic crises, political chaos, small conflicts. All of them can be used to divert attention. But despite everything, you're not helpless. I'm not going to tell you, let's all rise up and overthrow the system. That's not realistic. But you can stay away from it. Instead of wasting hours on nonsense trending topics on X, you can simply delete your account. Stop fighting with bots. Don't let social media poison your mind. Life is short, and the more you focus on this system, the stronger it becomes. There's a real world outside, a life that has continued for thousands of years and still continues. You don't have to completely abandon technology, but don't let it consume you. Do good, create, learn, contribute. This dark period will pass. Humanity has survived countless turning points. It will overcome this one too. What matters is drawing your own path and moving forward on it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.